Since we're outside the building, we'll start out by looking at placing some more vehicles, people, and trees. So we already placed one vehicle. If we start Enscape, we'll be able to see the content as we place it. This will help us verify its vertical position and general quality and aesthetic. Let's go ahead and zoom in. We can see the van is quite nice. We'll take a quick look at some of the RPC trees that I previously placed. If we go back to Revit and select one of these trees, you can see what it is in the type selector. We'll open up the Enscape asset library and place one of the Enscape trees. If we want to search for something specific, we can type a word. So these are going to be all the maple trees. We'll click on one of them to place it. And now when we switch back to Enscape, we'll see our new tree. So you can see the quality of the leaves are quite nice. And the texture of the trunk. So those can be placed all over your model, and as you can see back in Revit, it's a really simplified version of the tree. It sort of looks like a big lollipop, so that it doesn't slow Revit down too much. We'll click on people now. Maybe there's somebody waiting for a ride out near the front entry of the building, standing talking on her cell phone. So we click to place, press the escape key a couple times. I typically like to select a person and then use the rotate command to sort of rotate them somewhat randomly so that not everybody's facing the same orthogonal way relative to the plan view. So using this content and developing some of the materials like we're doing really eliminates the need for any post-production. There's a lot of people who spend a ton of time in Photoshop adding entourage and clutter, but then when the design changes or you need to look at the model from a different angle, you end up having to do a lot of rework in that post-production process. Just a couple other things that we can add out here on the exterior of the building. If we look at street props, we could put a trash receptacle in the model. Maybe this billboard as well. So that trash receptacle should probably be on the sidewalk, but we're just dropping in a few of these to get a feel for what they look like. You can see how crisp and realistic it looks. Some of the Enscape content or assets have emissive materials. So you can see that this is either a backlit or an LED display panel, which is pretty cool. This is a nice view with the moon in the sky and the stars and the reflection of the site lighting off of the van. So we'll go ahead and place one more vehicle. Maybe the sports car. This car may be just driving by. We want to think about the traffic pattern, so this would typically be on the right side if you're in a country where you drive on the right side of the road. And again, you can see the quality of these vehicles is quite nice. There's even tread on the tires. Some of the geometry is simplified just a little bit. You can see around the wheel well, just to make the models not overly complex. So that covers some of the site assets that we can place within Enscape.